Welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Nilaus and we are up to episode 7 of our Let's Play, and today we are going to make the interstellar logistics system. This is our goal, so we can bring the stuff from our second planet back here, and once we have that, then we can start really cleaning up a lot of the crap we have here, because oh man, is it a lot of spaghetti here for my taste. So we are working towards this, and when we have that, we can start cleaning this up, we can start making everything available, we can start expanding to new planets, and everything will just be better once we have that. Unfortunately, it requires yellow science. Yellow science is an absolute nightmare, so let's just go through it. There's a long path to get to yellow science, and but the good thing is 120 here plus 80 here, so between these two it's actually only 200 yellow science. So is there a way that we can cheat our way to it? Yes. Right, so here we have the structure matrix. It is 1 d8 plus 1 d20 into 1 d6. That's a bit of role-playing references here, but it is a diamond plus a titanium crystal. Titanium crystal is the awfulness because it uses the organic crystal. Organic crystal can be done two ways. You can either three ways. You can either harvest it from rare resources on planets. That is super nice. Alternatively, you can make it with this recipe, which yeah, actually 4 ways then. You can also make it in bulk with this recipe, the top one, with plastic and light oil and water, and it's just a whole lot of awfulness, and we only need 200. So I said that make sure that you save the ones you picked up in the beginning. So I picked up some things here, and the first thing we want to do is actually just grab some of these, so we get 200 of this. Yeah, that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we are going to simply farm this, and I don't know for sure, but I think that there's a much higher chance that the yellow trees compared to the green trees will yield some. I don't think I've ever seen one getting from a yellow tree. We're of course going to be time-lapsing this one, don't you worry, but I just really wanted to give you one here. Ah, come on, give me one. No. So you get mainly logs and plant fuel that you can use. You can use it in a build that I need to build. I think I need to tap a bit of this silly little water part here. Because we do need a bit of water. That is a liquid resource. There, there, and there. That's going to be good. And I'm just going to make a little build here. And get from here in. Let's make it here. And that will be, get some boxes. There's a box there, there's a box there, and there's a box there. And that should be fine. I will take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, and 3, and then 1. And I'll take 1, 2, 3. That is complete overkill, but I just don't really care about this at this point. So that is what we want to do. This one will be that hack recipe that takes some of these ingredients, and then I can go over to this one, take all of it. Actually, take that out. And I'll put all the wood in this one, I'll put all the leaves in that one, and I'll put all of these, and then I'll delete that, because who cares about that? We can grab some for the other planet. You can see here, this will slowly fill up here, and then it'll start working. While that happens, and it just converts a few more, I am going to go out and harvest some yellow trees, so let's do that. And I think that we have enough right now, so that will be brought back. I have about 100 here, plus the 84 I had in the beginning. And then we can go to this location. Let's put in all of this and all of this. And how many do we have here? Oh, we have plenty. So I am going to build another thing here. That one. And I'm going to go that input. And you know what? In and out. And I guess we are running out of this again. So this will be now the next part of this process. The titanium crystals that we will then need. And we'll just leave these for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. No, let's just get 9. 9. There we go. That will maybe be enough for 300 of these, which is more than I need. There we go. So that goes in here. And now this is building. So that's going to take a bit of time to do. Once that's done, we can come back. In the meantime, let's look at the other ingredient that we want. We want to make the diamonds. There's again 2 different recipes. One is we just pick up the, I can't remember what it's called. Don't even know what it's called, but kimberlite. But we can also just make it the old-fashioned way, coal to graphite, graphite to diamonds, and that's what we're going to do. But I am going to make it bigger and better than what the builds we've done so far, because this is our good opportunity to actually make the first of sort of some bigger builds. So let's get that started. What I also want to do is always like take some of these. That's going to be 200, that's going to be 400 then, and this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Here. There you go, that was enough. I miscalculated, and there. Cool, so we have all we need. What I want to do now is, let's see, do we have some concrete? Yeah, we have a bit of concrete. I'll just grab a bit more. There. Let's make some concrete over on this side, and that will be one of the first bigger builds that will be glorious, and I can now build it here. So let's do that. What I want to do here is, I want to build a big build, and first I'm going to build the concrete, then I'm going to build the some input for the coal, and then we'll make a line of graphite and another line for the diamonds. Let's do that. And now the entire build is done. We have built here 1 row for our diamonds and 2 rows for our graphite. That just means we can take graphite in much easier, and I just wanted to show you how we do it, and then if I want to extend it, I can extend it down to 30 when we get later on in the game, though I probably will do some changes here. The only thing I need now is, because, well, this one doesn't work. If I set this one to get 50 inbound and demand here, there's just nothing coming in. And likewise done this one, demand, and fill it up with drones. Nothing comes in because I just don't have anything. So I'm gonna go out and hook up some coal out there, and maybe some other places, just so that we have something on this planet, and then we'll come back. Since I'm not using this, I might as well take it away. And now we have hooked it up. So let's fire this up and see how it works. Boom and boom. There we go. Yep, there's a lot of booms here. And you can see they're going out. I just hooked up 2 locations. I think that's enough to keep this well fed. Of course, in the beginning, it's going to be way oversaturating. You probably don't need more than 2,000 in each. For the short ranges here, let's do 2,000. There we go. 2,000 in, 2,000 out. This is why I want to have maximum charging. And then we'll just build up a stockpile of 5,000 here and 5,000 here. That means we can... No, you're not going to do that. You're going to do that one. There we go. So this will be part of our science. So let's go back and find the other part of our science, because that should be ready now. Because this has, even though I'm building it fast, then I should still have taken some time. And let's see how many we got of these ones. Oh, we have some. We have some. There. We're not quite there, but we're pretty close. So what we can do is we can start making a next little hack, because it is unfortunately a hack. And that's just the way it is. And I am going to get over here. I'm going to use these ones for the research, and that will be there. I'll just bring them in on this side. Is this going to be my temporary? Well, is it going to be my permanent? I don't think it's going to be my permanent, but I think it's going to be my temporary build. So let's build some temporary thing here. That's going to be... Let's try to make it parallel to that. And you go there. That will just be kind of silly to go out here, but let's do it anyway. And that will be Now the more I build it like this, the more I kind of feel that maybe I am actually going to do it this way for a bit here. Alright, and I am going to get some storage. I'll take that one. Take that one and take that one. There. And there. Since we're only doing 200, then all of these numbers are, all of these designs are hugely irrelevant. I'm just doing this so that it's more easy to see. Oops, that's one too many. I don't want 4 because this is on. Yeah. So what I need is 200 in here and 200 into that one, and then we can start building that part. And I already have plenty here, so I can just pick it up. 300. That was a number. I'll get 300 here and put them into that one, and then I'll fly over to the other location and get my 200. And then all I can do is just wait until it is done. How much we got? Come on, give it. Oh, that's so close. Could I just make this myself there and get some titanium as well? I can probably do that faster. Yep. Get those. Boom, 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 boom. Smash it. And I will get, that will be in here. Get my titanium cubes in. There we go. Our yellow science is building. Our cheating yellow science is building. I know. This is not how I should be building, but if it enables us to get the up here, this research, and if we look at the actual what it's needed here, there's nothing new here. It's just some extra, well, there's actually something new. It's the high strength titanium thing, so that's going to be the next thing we want to do while this one is chugging along. Then we'll do that, but we need to get the first research, which is the first 20. It goes out on this side and it goes in, and these are starting to research now. Not as fast or anything, but they are going. These have already filled up all the way. Oh yeah, they just take 20 up in each location. Very important to make sure that we do not have any excess spill on that line here. And there. Now we play the waiting game. So much for the waiting game. Now we are done. We are getting the first research done, and while the second one is completing, we can actually start building high strength alloy, titanium alloy. That is what we want, and we are going to immediately start building that. And I have already scouted out a location while I was just waiting, and the location is going to be right here. Right here is an excellent location because it's a small build, and it doesn't need to be particularly big, but it needs to. So if a build, whoops. If a build doesn't have to be big, then build it close to the poles. Not all the way up because that's reserved, but in these locations, that's a good place to build sort of small builds that just need some space but don't need a giant space. Because then you can take the big builds such as smelting arrays and that kind of thing and build them closer to the equator where there's more space between the fault lines. This one will be, we are going to, well, we're actually going to start building things, but this is how we're going to do, like, immediately smack it down and just see what we get. All right, that's what we're going to do is this one. We are going to make some titanium alloy. Now, what I want to do is I want to make, well, titanium alloy. It's on a 12-second cycle, so let's say if I make 12 of these in a row, yeah? Let's start by that. Let's do, that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I make 12 of these in a row, that means the whole crafting thing is once per second. That's pretty good. Once per second, that means I need 4 plus 4 plus 8, and I get 4 outbound. Okay, let's double it. There. And also double it on this side. There. So what I'm intending to do is on this side I'm going to get the titanium in, and I'm going to get some iron in. Yes, and on the other side, I can then go sulfuric acid in. But I think there is a problem here, because if I say I have this is going to take 8 per second sulfuric acid, then this is also going to take 8 per second sulfuric acid. That's 16 per sulfuric acid. That's not going to fly, so I actually have to build smaller. And then I also really like to have some room for power poles, so I guess the whole thing comes out again. There. Basically, we do that one, and do one tap, and do one tap, and do one tap, and there. So that's our design. It is now going to come from this location. This will be titanium going in there, and steel going in there. Then it's also going to be titanium going there, and steel going here, but it's also going to the other side. Let me see if I can get that. It's going to be steel first, and then titanium. Ooh, I forget these have to go all the way over. That one. And then from the other side, we are going to get the sulfuric acid in. I'll put it here. That seems like a good place. Sulfuric acid will be going in, and then outbound will come the full build. Oh yeah, see, this is interesting. It actually copies this when you copy it. That's a really cool function. I don't know if I like it, but it's a cool function nonetheless. But away, and this will be output and input. Yep. Still haven't dealt with any of the values in terms of how much. That is something we do later on. I will go this way, and this is actually super important, so don't get this wrong. This is now the titanium. Oh, sorry, the sulfur is down, so it must be down here as well. And then that one will be the top one. Otherwise, I can't copy this one to that one. They simply will not work. All we need now is a few power poles and hooking it up. Let's do that. So here we have the completed build. This is ready to go, and all I need is just to put in some drones here, start requesting. I'll take 200 of each of the inputs, demand. You can see they're flying out, great. And here, take 2000 of this and 2000 of that. No, it's apparently 2100. No. There, demand and demand. I have put all the steel in here as well, but I have not put all of the titanium in, because the titanium is from the other planet, but we're gonna need it in here. So I'm gonna have to go back. Let's see, if you're flying that way, then it must be the shortest way to that location. Except that was not the location I wanted. Aside from this, I'm gonna go back to my hub, then it's following that stream, and that stream will go towards this tower. And I have some titanium here that I can then use to get in there. Switch this to also to titanium, and there, good, it did not blow up. So there we go. Now we also have some titanium that will get there, but of course it's not coming in here because I've allocated all 50 of my drones to this location. So yeah, not just yet. I will now fly back this way, follow the drone where the drones came from, and that will be here. Let's see, we should have some drones coming in with some sulfuric acid into this location. Yeah, 1250. Anyway, oh, there they are. Here comes the spam, and then I'll also have something for the steel coming in, but not the titanium yet. So we don't make these. So what happens then from here? Well, do I want 5,000 of it? I think that's kind of expensive because I don't really need that much. We'll just suffice with 200 of these. 200 of these. What are they going to be used for? They're going to be used for the first build of. Oh, let's just actually watch them go in. That looks so cool. I love the drones coming in here. And I also like the fact that they can just go one in at a time. So when they clump up, they have to sort of are in a bit of a holding pattern, but it's not so much that it gets annoying. Satisfactory. And we have our sulfuric acid coming in, and we have some steel coming in. Let's see what is the next thing. You can see here, half of it is now half of these drones are going out to get steel, half of them are going out to go titanium. And of course it would go faster if I also had the provider to also have some drones, but that's just not the principle I'm using here. So that's going to be a no. Basically, requester will request, and for production item and for buildings, it'll be the requester that, no, the provider that provides. That's the way I've found that it works best. So we are going to wait for this one to complete, and then we will actually just wait for something to come in so we can start building some of these, where are they? There, some of these glorious interstellar logistic stations. And here comes our titanium into the build, and we should start having something being produced. And yes, it's on a 12-second cycle, so it's going to take a while, but I just want to make sure that it will actually run all the way out. We'll see that it cannot support it continuously. You can see how difficult it is for keeping up. That's just the way it is in this setup. I think that over time it'll be fine. And there we go, we're already out, and then another batch is being sent out. And what we can see here, we're already getting quite a lot of these actually. What are we getting? 68. Okay, this is, well, this is enough for a few, right? That's 100, exactly 100. And how much do we need for this? This one takes 40, but then it also requires, there are some other things here, heavy thrusters and some logistics vessels as well. Those can be handcrafted because we don't really need a lot of those, with like 20 or 10 or 20 or something. But look at that, look how quickly it goes. Let's just get the last bit here. Here, and until this one is running out. I think it's almost running out now. There, get that and head back, and then now we're gonna go back to, well, since this is the hub, then that's where we're gonna get it from. We're gonna be snatching some items from here and there. We are gonna snatch some items from that one because we're gonna need some of these. And let's start by making, can we make some of these? Yes, we can. Can we make some of these? We do not have enough of this. So let's get 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's definitely not what I wanted. And how many? I can make 18, so let's make 10 of those to start with. We're gonna get, I think that 10 is the maximum for each, and I'm gonna have 4. No, I just think I don't need much more than this. Yeah, that's actually okay. And what else do we need in order for, oh, we need some pink setups here. It's the other way, it's that way. It's not set up in a logistics network yet. I'll do that between sessions then. We basically have a big task. Oh, I keep running. Oh, there it is. We have a big task to set everything up into these kind of builds. Let's take all of these for nothing else than just get it for our belts. Belt upgrades, those are important, and we are here. Get those in there, and I will now be making how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's something. But also we can also just go to this one, and we can now take whatever we want here. Boom, more. That's definitely enough. It's actually too many, but no, 8 is good. 8 is good, and I think we also can make some more of these maybe. There's some thrusters. Thrusters are these ones. So 1, 2 should get us some. 10 more. Cool. Let's get all these done, and then I will be showing you what the first thing we're going to be building is. This line goes all the way unbroken from the North Pole to the South Pole. So does this one, that one. No other ones. There are 20 lines across the globe here. I call those prime meridians. Well, you can call those prime meridians and these meridians. That's just what they're called now. So that means this block here is now within, I'll take sort of 2 sectors there. That is going to be our location for now, where we want to build the first of these gigantic ones. I think I want to build it there. So my idea for logistics, how I'm going to set this up, is very simple, I hope. The idea is that anything that comes into a planet This might be changed later when the quantities just don't match, but for this part at least, anything that comes into the planet, such as whether that's steel or titanium, wherever it is, comes into a single location and then from there gets distributed. Now this one should also be speeding up here. I want these to be charging as much as possible. And I'm going to bring the titanium from the other planet. I'm going to bring silicon from the other planet. I'm actually going to bring concrete because I built it there, and I'm going to build processors. So those are 4 items that I need to do. Here they now have 1 extra setup, so I can basically say they requested remotely, but they provided locally. That means they requested from other planets, and then they provided to this planet. So when I get this titanium here will soon no longer be relevant at all. And you can see this one is also gone very soon. So that takes out the remaining here. Boom. And that means, for example, all of my titanium I have left on this planet is the 16. They'll be provided to the network when I request it from the other planet. They request it from other planet, request from other planet. And then of course I need to put in 10 of these. And once that's done, they take a lot of power, but they will fly out. So what I now need to do is I now need to go to the other planet and place the last 4 of these that I have, well, at least 4 of them, so I can get those 4 items to actually request here. And that's going to then set it up immediately. So we are going to go our overlay out here, get Wundertüte, that is here, set a path. And there it is. I don't know, I don't technically need this, but I like doing it anyway. Just setting this one, set the navigation. It's a nice feature to have. So let's set that up. And now we have to, ooh, that's a bit coming in too hot. And there. Burned a lot of power. So this is our processor build. So we go over to this processor location and then simply replace it with a design for a interstellar logistics station. First, I think I'm going to be building a few of these just to make sure that our power is topped up here. And I will build an interstellar because this one will now be providing to other location. I think I'm going to build it there. Build a giant build. And we've disabled the tutorial, which is nice, so that doesn't start chatting away. What this one will do is now you can see it's charging up. In this case, it will never be charging because I'll never have anything here, logistics vessels or drones at this location. At least not anytime soon. So I don't need this charge, but it's still going to charge. So I'm just going to let it charge all the way up. The logistics vessels coming in here will not get any charge. So you will not consume anything. You could leave this unpowered if you want, but it's not really using more than 60 kilowatt of power when idle. So let's just fill it up with the solar panels and then go back again. This one will be taking some of these and it will be providing them remotely so that it can be grabbed from other locations. I'm going to remove this part here, and I am going to take these out here, but we're also going to take all of this. Yeah, that's going to fill up pretty damn quick. There, it's almost full already. There, it's already full. Yep, that is a gigantic storage that we'll then get. But you can see here, this is 10 times 200. Each of these are consuming or can be transporting 200. We're going to be looking at the overlay, and I think this one should just remove it. We can see they're coming in, and we can see where are they. They should be coming in shortly. Oh, here they are. That is beautiful. And we'll also notice that they do not take any charge when they lift off again. And they simply just take off again because they carry all the charge that they have. So that is one. We're going to do the other ones in quick succession. And now titanium is being done here. This is pouring in with titanium now. That is the next one. Will it start getting anything? Nope, because all of the vessels are already allocated to bring there. They are already here. So once they're done with that back and forth, they'll start bringing in this one. And so it's time for silicon to be filled up as well. What you can see now is that we are actually kind of starving on power. I don't really care about it. The reason why I don't care about it is because I know that this is because these are being filled up. Once they will be filled up to complete, there is nothing more to do. They will not use any excess power. And now we're filling up the concrete That'll be the last one, and you can see that the whole thing is struggling because all of the power is being consumed to charge these ones for absolutely no reason. But there's no way to stop that from being done. It's going to happen, so it's just going to be a temporary thing. We're going to be bringing concrete in here, and we can see high purity silicon was just being transported. We're going to be leaving this for second planet and start heading home and see if we will see some vessels. Yes, we will be flying out here with vessels along the way. Titanium ingots, processors. This is interplanetary logistics. There we go. We have it. It is done. We have our interplanetary logistics done. You can see that they are coming in. Oh, I'm out of power. Completely out of power. And do I have... Oh, I still have something here. And I'm going to drop down. And let's go up to this one. All of our inputs are coming in. The processors obviously was the first one to go in, so that one got a few more than all the other ones. But eventually, even though I only have 10, then it will be able to saturate this part, I hope. Otherwise, I'll just build parallel instead. It should not be any problem at all to do that. Right now, I've only done 10, but I could have like one for titanium, one for silicon, one for these. But, you know, over time, I think that they will be better because they have more capacity. What we can do from here, because this is the final the final point. This is the part where we now have the most important tools unlocked. We have the drones, we have the vessels for the interstellar transport, and once we have those unlocked, now we can really start working on the way that I want to work. We can start tapping new planets. The first thing we want to do is build our polar hub so that every single item in the game, every single building in the game is fully automated, and we can do that. Then we can go to the third planet, set up a smelting planet. We can start working on solar sails to send out and build our first Dyson swarm. You know, the whole game opens up from here. So from here on, it's only going to get more exciting and more, yeah, scaled. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you are enjoying this series as much as I am. Remember, if you want to watch it live, then I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, Fridays on Twitch TV/Nilaus. It is at 8 p.m. Central European Time. And of course, if you want to watch some of the other days, I'm playing Factorio there. So come on over to Twitch. It's super cool to hang out and design with you on what we want to do here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take care, and as always, stay effective.